Imagine a plane shaped like an arrowhead with the cockpit in the fin, built around a ramjet powered by coal. The Lippisch P13 was so crazy it might just have worked. I've got a kit of one to make. Find out how I got on right here on Gary's Stuff. Hi, I'm Gary, welcome to the channel, welcome back if you've been here before. Today I'm building the Lippisch P13 in 1/48 scale from Revell. If you like the show, please do remember give it the old imperial thumbs up on the like button below because every like counts. And if you'd like to support the channel for free, please make sure you've subscribed. Hit the bell and you'll be notified of all my future content as it is released. And if you'd like to offer some more concrete support, links to all the ways in which you can do that are in the information box below. This kit was sent to me as a mystery box from Mystery Box Nick. So Nick, thank you so much for this, my friend. Let's get on and see how I've made the Lippisch P13 in 1/48 scale from Revell. So at this end, I've painted the interior like burnt iron, burnt steel for the exhaust. On this end, I've painted in aluminium as the air inlet. I've done that on both halves. Now, the other thing I need to put in here is the exhaust grating that goes in like so. Then the two halves of the aircraft can go together. 1, 2, 3. And then when the grating is in place, you can just pop the other half of the wing section on, tape it up and glue it together. Okay, we're now kind of looking at the decal sheets here for the instrument panel, and you'll notice there's kind of a mismatch here. There's the big dial here and there's a big dial there. That's fine, and there's a separate sheet or a separate insert for these bits, which is fine. These taps are on the wrong side, as indeed is this gauge, and these things aren't actually are vaguely shown. So what I'm going to do, they're just wrong. I'm just going to dry brush this and add a few spots of colour. I mean, I think pretty sure one of these taps is blue. I seem to remember from the ME163. Anyway, I'll put a little bit of colour here and there to make it look a bit more modern, and do it that way rather than attempt to put this decal on. It'd be more visible as well. So dry brushing, I've got a sort of a fluffy brush of old and put some white paint on it. Really just knock off most of that white paint and then just gently brush it over the surface here. And see, quite quickly the detail comes up, and if you've got a really small amount of paint on the brush, you can just keep going until you're happy with how much is on there. So that's me, pretty much happy with that. And then just wash out the brush, start putting in a few more details, and that would be done. There we go, a few bits of spots of paint, a few bits of colour, and that looks like, much better, I think, than the included decal. That's just me. Maybe you think it's not. I don't know. But anyway, I like it. My kit. So there we go. Right, so we can start assembling now the cockpit area. I didn't like the I'll show you these sort of basic decal style straps that come with the kit, and there's only the shoulder straps anyway. So what I have done is cut them out of masking tape, stuck them on, made a couple of like squared off bits of buckles, a couple of bits of like the pads that go underneath the straps. I'm painting these up, dot around a little bit of steel for the buckles and all that, and I'm sure they'll look great. Now we painted the wing. Remember, this is also where the fuselage is, so we're going to put in the rudder pedals here in the bottom of the cockpit first. And when this is dry, we'll just paint this inside part here black, put in the seat and the control column, and then put the fin, which is the rest of the cockpit, on top. Okay, so I've painted the base of the cockpit, put in the seat, the control column, rudder pedals. Everything's ready now to place the fuselage part on top, like so. And with the kit painted and a coat of clear on top just to seal it in, can start fixing the decals on. So there it is, the Lippisch P13 fighter in 1/48 scale from Revell. I really enjoyed making this. The detail that I've done on the seat, for example, is visible through the canopy, so that's always a good thing. It sprays nicely. It's very, very straightforward to put together, very few pieces. And it makes a really interesting kit of a very, very interesting aircraft. The only thing I would say is that the decals are really old on this particular kit. This particular boxing I had, the decals are very old and they really haven't sat down at all well. They're very thick, and I'm sure with more and more and more coats of decal fix and decal set, then I could get them to be a bit better. But you know, it is what it is. Other than that, if you can get different decals, for example, because none of these are actually real, remember, then yeah, it's a lovely plane to make, and quite the talking piece down the club, I would imagine. Really enjoyed making it. There it is, an amazing design, a simple enough kit to make, and a fun one to boot, as I love these what-if aircraft. If you like the show, please remember, give it the old imperial thumbs up on the like button below, because every like counts. And if you haven't done so yet, why not subscribe? It doesn't cost you anything, and it is a great way to support the channel. Thanks very much for watching. Hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.